It was just past midnight in a quiet town outside Chicago. The streets were empty, silent, except for a single white delivery van moving slowly down Maple Street. The van had no company logo, no headlights, just darkness surrounding it. Inside sat Ethan Cole, a delivery driver with a clean record. Or at least, that's what everyone believed. Earlier that evening, Ethan had received a strange package. There was no return address, just a name written in black ink. Deliver before 1 a.m., or else. At first, he thought it was some kind of joke, but then his phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number appeared on the screen. "We're watching you."
Now, standing in front of 117 Maple Street, Ethan felt something wasn't right. The house looked abandoned. The windows were boarded up, the lights were off, and the air felt heavy. He hesitated for a moment, but then stepped out of the van, gripping the package tightly in his hands.
As he approached the front door, it slowly creaked open by itself. Ethan froze. "Hello?" he called out, his voice echoing into the darkness. There was no answer, just silence, and then faint footsteps somewhere inside. Carefully, Ethan stepped into the house. The air smelled damp and old. Furniture was covered in dusty sheets, and in the center of the room, there was a single chair, a chair facing directly toward him. Taped to it was a photograph. Ethan moved closer and suddenly stopped. The photo was of him, taken earlier that very day. Before he could react, the door slammed shut behind him. His heart started racing. Then his phone rang, same unknown number. His hands trembled as he answered. A distorted voice whispered from the other end, "You shouldn't have come alone." Suddenly, the package in his hand started ticking. Ethan panicked and dropped it to the floor. A digital timer lit up. 2 minutes remaining. The voice spoke again, colder this time. "You've been delivering more than packages, Ethan." In that moment, everything came rushing back. The late-night deliveries, the extra cash, the instructions to never ask questions. He realized the truth. He wasn't just a delivery driver. He had been working as a courier for criminals all along. 1 minute left. Ethan ran to the door, but it was locked. He rushed to the windows, but they wouldn't budge. He was trapped. The voice returned one last time. "Tonight, you pay for every delivery." 30 seconds. Ethan screamed, desperately trying to escape. His breath grew heavier, his vision blurred, and then suddenly, silence. The ticking stopped. For a moment, everything went completely still. Then, without warning, the lights turned on. Police officers stormed into the room. "Freeze! Don't move!" they shouted. Ethan dropped to his knees, confused, shaking, unable to understand what was happening. An officer stepped forward and said, "Ethan Cole, you're under arrest for aiding organized crime." Ethan looked around in shock. The bomb, it wasn't real. The fear was. Ethan thought he was just delivering packages, but in the end, he delivered himself straight into a trap. Sometimes the smallest deliveries carry the biggest consequences.